If I hope you're visual, because there's a lot of visual stuff going on in here. Not a lot of bullet points, which is good. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions as we go through. So I guess to give you an overview of what we're going to be covering in the next 6 to 7 weeks is, is essentially the heart and soul of what, over countless conversations that I've had with a lot of us, soul traders, business owners, whatever we want to label ourselves, people that are building a business and doing it on their own, in terms of being a one-man band. These are the things, and I'm going to take you through them in a moment, that people are really after. And so what it is, what we're going to run over in the course is, I've talked to both of you about, what we're going to be covering, but how to connect with our people, like who's our who and who we want to be hero to. So before we can sort of start converting anything and I guess, putting content together that's really effective and then converting those relationships into revenue, we really need to know who our who is, like who are we helping? Would you agree? Nods. Oh, cool. Oh, you're both on mute. Okay. Awesome. So if you got any comments, just type them in the box or unmute yourself. I'm cool with that. So that's where we're going to start, is to go through and have a look at who's your who. Like, who do you want to be hero to? Who do you want to be a champion to on your journey? Or in this stage of your journey anyways. It may change in the future, but really we want to have one sole focus, because it allows us to scale a lot more effectively. And then once we've figured out who we want to be a hero to, who we want to be a champion to, then we want to start looking at, okay, now how can we bring some effective communication to these people? Because, there's posts and videos out there on Facebook. But, what is there some sort of structure, or is there something to this whole content thing? So we're going to be unpacking that, right? And looking a little bit at the psychology that happens behind, writing content or speaking content. And we want to do it in a way where it speaks to your people, and really only your people. So once you've done that, you now got some relationships. People are, curious about you. They're resonating with what you're saying. They're feeling you, in my language. And so how do you then take that and create a more long-lasting relationship? Because it's like, yeah, all right, we're on and off, sort of just beating around the bush and playing around. How do we make this relationship more long-lasting? Something like a marriage is the metaphor that comes up. So that's what we're going to be covering. Now, in terms of what are you actually here for? Because let's be honest, right? The main thing why we started, right, in the first place, in the middle there, you can see a big old dollar sign, and now it's not all about money, don't get me wrong, but that's why we started a business, right? Otherwise, we would be doing something else. This is why we're putting all this time, this energy, and this effort into doing something that we're really passionate about and getting a return for that energy. So above all else, we're looking to make a revenue, and that's okay. Around that, we've got, you can see my mouse, right? Cool. Awesome. So around that, what the other components are is that you're wanting to learn this stuff, or soul traders, business owners are wanting to really hone in on these skills, because ultimately, if we can work more effectively and play a smarter game, then we get more time, right? We're able to leverage our time a little bit more. On top of that, we get to feel that fulfillment, that we get to come here and do what we plan to do, which was to make a difference, help other people, whatever it is that you're doing in your business, we get to do that. And that brings fulfillment and sort of ease and inner peace and fulfillment inside. So that's the yin and yang. And then on top of that, we get to experience a little bit more freedom, because we've got that balance there, because we know that we've got we've got that balance, we know what we're doing, and we just need to go out there and fill in, you know, and execute within the frameworks that work, right? Digging it? Yeah? Cool. Awesome. Cheryl, feel free to type if you like. I don't actually know where my chat box is. Oh, no, good. All right, let me sip my tea. Let's kick on. So, and implement it, and there'll be some parts that you're already doing or it's not completely useful. It's totally up to you. So, are we all good with this slide? Clear why
totally.
we're here? Cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
This is
okay.
Bob on. This is exactly what I was hoping it would be. So great.
Oh, beautiful. Awesome. Great. Now, look, guys, if we don't know who our who is, if we don't know how to position what we're saying and writing to our people, and we don't have the relationships to convert, what happens is that it's common for us to go, oh, what am I doing? You know, what am I doing wrong? And it's like the whirlwind, the overwhelm starts to kick in, and it's just a whole bunch of things like what's in this picture, and we're just trying to find what we need to do. I trust that resonates. And now, if this goes on for too long, we've got, you know, the worry kicks in. It's like, okay, now, can I actually do this? Like, I'm getting a bit empty here in terms of leads, in terms of opportunities, in terms of like actual dollars, right? And so that's where the worry comes in. And this has been prone with a lot of the, you know, people I've been speaking to, and even, you know, working closely with my clients. And these are the same things that keep coming up. So what we want to do is we want to start understanding who it is we help, who it is we're going to be hero to, and you know, essentially going through and learning how to position content properly and convert that. Because if we do, then we're more connected to our work, right? We are able to feel that fulfillment that we wanted when we started on day one, you know, all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and, you know, coming in to be Oprah, that was me, right? And to do our thing. But when that worry and that, you know, all the lack of things start kicking in, it's not a fun game. So when we do learn this stuff, we can be more connected to our work. We are also out there, we're growing, right? When we've got these frameworks, we're growing and we're solving problems for other people. And so therefore that we're making money. If people are solving their problems and they're living a more, you know, fulfilled, purposeful life, or they're getting their jobs done, then so are we. And that's what brings us fulfillment. And solving problems for people that we like working with, that translates as energy. There's an exchange there. All right. So that's where the revenue part comes in. And right now we're doing things that we never thought we would do. Hence the picture. I've never seen anyone do that. That must be photoshopped. But let's not be, well, that's the whole point, not to be, you know, negative. We can do things that we never thought we would be able to do. And we're in flow doing it. Okay. There's none of this worry. There's none of this, you know, there's black clouds over our head. We're riding bikes on waves. So I trust that is nothing, like those concepts are nothing new to you guys. Thumbs up. Makes sense? Good? Awesome. So I want to just ask you before we go on, which one of these, you know, which one of these things do you most want in your journey? Do you most want more of? It's not going to be the first three. Which one of the last three?